As we wait for Carrie Fisher.
That so badly,
we
too.
wait for Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher is coming down the hall. She's coming into the studio. She's going to sit down. We'll talk to us all.
Don't that rhyme.
Turn this music off.
I think we're
Stop
gonna
it. Don't be an idiot.
Today.
Good. It's
Not the happy
It's
one.
good rhyming.
I know. Well,
Really good.
I want to do that. Hi.
Hi, Carrie.
How are you? Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, everyone. Welcome
We're
to the Opie and
good.
Anthony Show.
We're good. It's very early in the morning.
We didn't know. We knew that your publicist had arrived. We didn't know you were here. So
Yeah, we
our apologies.
apologize.
We never had
It's
you
all
waiting.
right. I was reading
Were
this
you?
shit.
Oh,
The Post.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Post is
Yeah.
is a big pile of shit.
I
It
got-
is true.
Well, we all saw Wishful Drinking. That's going to be on HBO Sunday night at 9 o'clock. And we all loved it. Look
Yeah.
at
All
that.
saw it where?
We
have copies.
We're a big
they
show. We
just
get
say-
copies ahead of time.
Yeah, we're good like that. And then they explode after we take them out, so we
That's
can't
good. 'Cause
upload
I
them or
wouldn't want
anything.
anyone else to see it.
No. I didn't even invite anybody over to watch it with
Good,
me.
'cause
I didn't
it's
want
a
them to know.
Huge secret.
That's it. I know. And that bootlegging thing. You don't want to do that.
No.
Well, I want to, but I don't want other people to.
I sold
Yeah.
my copy to the Asians down in Chinatown.
Oh,
so
you know
I'm
what's
good.
gonna happen
I got,
there.
I got a nice
That's good.
payday. So
I'm sure you
They're making
did,
copies
'cause
as
of all
we
the
speak.
nude scenes in it.
What was this? Was amazing to me because it was like it's a one-person show and it was kind of like almost stand-up because it was audience interaction. But I love the fact that you had your shoes off. There was something so comfortable looking.
well, the rugs look comfortable.
But it really looked like everyone tries to capture this vibe where they do a one-person show where they want you to feel like you're in their living room, and it really did feel that way.
I actually wanted to serve, like Doritos and dip and stuff like that, but they wouldn't let me
Why?
because they said that someone would be able to, claim that they were poisoned.
Sue
by
you.
the-
And oh
Oh,
god.
it's getting
Swear.
ridiculous.
Things are only fun when lawyers get involved.
Yeah,
by the
we-
way,
we love the lawyer.
They know
Exactly.
fun and funny and creative.
They
You
actually
always have
invented
to-
it.
Yeah, you always have to go filter everything through them first to really wring out anything spontaneous and fun.
Well, I wasn't allowed to do that. I used to think about it. I think about what if it was packaged food?
Yeah.
What about kosher?
Someone chokes and you're done.
So stupid.
You're
it.
just done. You see Carrie just
Well,
run
they're
out into
done
the
too
crowd,
if
give him a
they choke,
Heimlich
yeah.
maneuver. It's
Yeah.
like, she's a hero. Now I'm going to sue her.
Now, Jimmy said how it looks very comfortable, like, we were watching you in your living room. The other
Yeah.
thing I loved about it was your honesty. No one is honest like that.
They aren't.
Not
No.
not on your level,
Not at
Carrie
my level.
Fisher. Not on your level. A lot of people kind of want to protect their image and this and that.
Well,
and,
my
and-
image was shot anyway.
That's
though. It wasn't like I'm telling people things that no one knew that before.
But you give insight. Like it starts. I don't want to give everything away, but it starts where you tell the audience that you found a guy dead in your bed.
Yep.
Who admits that?
Well, it was in the paper, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you
not
did-
everyone
I'll
reads
tell
the
you
paper.
something.
More people now know that there was a dead guy in Carrie Fisher's bed. I didn't know until I watched this thing that's going to be on HBO
Well,
Sunday
that's
9
what
o'clock.
happens when you get in bed with me. No, he. At this point, it was in the paper, and it was inaccurately reported. But I couldn't talk about that for years.
I guess.
And there is a part of me that goes, "You want to hear something really awful?" That sort of, But I tell people they can ask me questions about it, and they don't think I'm serious.
Right. How's it like to find someone dead in your bed?
Fabulous. It's fantastic. Just as you would assume. It is just, what you're thinking at the time is how great that he felt relaxed enough that he could die in bed with me. Because that really says something about my hospitality.
Yes, certainly.
I've slept with enough women who I thought were.
Was he?
And they probably wished you were.
Yeah.
Was he a boyfriend of?
He was gay. So, yes, he was a boyfriend. He was a gay Republican. And I believe being
He
a
was the
Republican
guy.
had something to do with his death. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Remember, that's
a
what I
lot of
say about
stress.
him.
Yes.
For a gay guy to be a Republican, a lot of
I don't
them.
know. He didn't seem to bother him. I have also probably because he did a lot of drugs.
That could be it.
Was it a
too.
drug thing, or
That
was
could
he?
help and reconcile.
Or was he sick?
No. He
with
was.
the hip.
He was someone who abused how do you not abuse drugs, though? But anyway,
You can't just
I'll
use
think
them.
about them that
have to
later.
abuse them.
The word use is an abuse, so
Yeah.
anything there?
If you're using it, aren't you abusing it?
No, I am, but I don't know about other people.
I mean, if you're just using them.
He died of sleep apnea.
Oh,
get Big
like
A
our
back
own
in here.
era.
Coupled with OxyContin use.
Okay.
All right?
Definitely a big addition.
Listen,
You think that's a bad combo, Jimmy?
Yeah.
OxyContin is not a great combo.
Did you ever
With
do it?
anything.
I never did. I
God,
quit.
yeah.
I quit getting high years ago before OxyContin. I missed out on that.
You missed some great drugs.
I really did.
got out, but I got back in just to try the
Just for
OxyContin.
that. I heard so many good things about it.
Great
Had to
stuff.
delve right back
Most
in
of the people that, are raving are dead. But still.
Yeah, true.
No, but he took 3. It wasn't like he could have overdosed. If you did separate the, I found him, as it were. I'm right next to him.
Wow.
It's not like I come across him. I found him laying on his back. He'd drown. What do they call that? Aspirated.
Wow.
Blah, blah, blah.
What
But
did-
he had not taken enough of that drug
Right.
to kill someone. He'd taken 3. Now, when I was taking them, come on, that was like for starters.
3.
Yeah. Were you really doing
fistfuls.
coke too when you were there's like, she was doing coke when she was doing Star Wars? Were you getting high back then, or was it just did your thing really kick in later?
But no, it kicked in. I mean, I was in my 20s then. When are they going to kick in now? I go to my AARP meetings, loaded for bear. No, I had a friend of mine that was working on the. We did snort coke a little bit on the ice planet Hoth.
You really couldn't see
snorted
it
the
much
set.
there. You could hide
Yeah.
it. Yes, you could hide it much better.
No, but I mean, it wasn't like we were stumbling around, our outer space set spaced out. But, there were a couple of days. I was 22.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was
And
the
there's a lot of
70s.
downtime and,
It's
yeah.
the 70s.
No,
Everyone's
and I was
fun.
an idiot. There's like a great combination.
That leads me to the next thing. This show, I'm telling you, huge thumbs up. Sunday, 9 p.m. on HBO. It's called Wishful
It was very funny.
Drinking with Carrie Fisher. She's hilarious and very open. You talk about your Star Wars experience, and I get the feeling you're not a big fan of Mr. Lucas.
I'm a huge fan of his. They have to. No,
Like he owns your.
He does own my likeness,
he
and I
owns your
don't
likeness.
like that. But
You don't like
that's-
that part of it. That's why I wanted to ask you about it because
Don't like that,
I got the
no.
feeling that it might have gone deeper than that, but you're saying no.
No, I mean, and by the way, I think he sold the brand now to someone else. Because when we had to call and say, will you give us permission to do the jump to hyperspace or whatever the hell we had to ask him, he said, oh, you'll have to ask Jim Hagedorn.
somebody else owns that now?
Yeah,
He
so
just
he doesn't
gave the-
have to
oh,
deal
okay.
with me anymore.
Oh, great.
Were you calling him a lot?
Yeah, I'm plaguing him with, pelting him with calls. No, not at all.
I saw with the trailer thing that Sam was just showing, there's the Star Wars lettering and, special presentation.
Well, yeah,
and
so
a
they
princess.
got that
So did
from
you have
him.
to
I had
ask?
to, sleep with him in
Even
order
that?
to get the permission.
Sleep.
But I just mean literally sleep. 'Cause
Yes,
at my
yeah.
age, you're
Take a nap.
tired.
Sleepy.
Speaking of the likeness, everything came out with your likeness, and you kind
And that's annoying.
yeah.
I mean, in a good way. I like having the stuff around. The shampoo bottle twist off my head.
That is a little odd.
Pour liquid out of my neck. And George actually gave me. There was another one that came out. This one that's seated. You see it in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at one of those comic book conventions because I'd been lonely and I wanted to hang out.
Meet some
And-
cool guys.
Exactly.
Cool
guys.
Well, they really appreciate me for what I am, or who. And there was this thing on a turnstile, and it turned around. You could really see directly up the dress of the doll to the Lagoon of Mystery. Yeah,
Really?
And it had a
And
veg.
I went. Well, I mean, it's not like with a V account and everything, but it was too close for comfort. And
Yeah.
so I went and got my daughter because you want to make her proud. And I was like, "Come here, you have to see this." By that time, they'd stopped the turnstile, so I did call George then. and say, owning my likeness doesn't include. But, so he sent me one of those dolls where you could take the top off. So I have my own Princess Leia.
Wow,
the fuck doll
with aureolas.
Wow,
everything.
Amazing.
That was one of my favorite parts of the show is when you go, thank God there's not a fuck doll. And the doll starts. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
There
really.
was a sex doll with
really
They literally, and it's an $800 doll that is cement. That's erotic, isn't it?
Very erotic. Yes.
I could just hump its leg or something.
One other thing, I love that you don't take yourself seriously in the Star Wars movies we all love, obviously, and your friends beat you up because of the accent.
Oh
you
my
went in
God.
and out of the
Isn't
English
that-
accent, which
yeah.
I never even noticed until you
I
pointed
didn't
that
either.
out.
That was just like the start, though, right?
Well,
Wasn't that
but
the first
you
few
guys,
scenes?
this would be if you were.
But
my
our
favorite-
friends would be like, holy shit, you're in Star Wars, but you have friends that have to beat you up about it.
Yes.
That's the difference, I'm thinking.
Your friends would beat you up about
probably.
this. They
You're probably
would.
right. You're probably
No,
right.
but it was also.
I smelt your foul stench when you
When
I came aboard.
I thought I recognized
I
your.
recognized your foul stench.
And but you know what? The first thing I shot was the scene with Peter Cushing, where it was Governor
Yeah.
talking. It
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
first
that
scene.
scene.
So I started to do it. I came in and went, it's literally. I wanted to do it like, hey, Governor Tarkin. I got on board this ship and I thought, what the hell is that smell? It's got to be Governor Tarkin. So George takes me aside and says, this is really, really serious shit. You're very serious. You're very upset. They're going to blow up your planet. Really, like. So I had to do it straight. So you say that line, Governor Tarkin. I thought.
Yes.
You can do it.
I thought I recognized your foul stench when
Governor
I
Tarkin,
arrived.
I thought I recognized your foul stench when I came aboard.
Okay, now say it without it.
Hey, Governor Tarkin, I thought I recognized
Yeah.
your foul stench when I came aboard.
I probably.
See, I'm an actor. They're not actors.
Okay,
Jimmy, do
you
it.
go.
Governor Tarkin, I thought I recognized your foul stench when you came on board.
Mr.
Yeah,
Falcon.
exactly. It makes you want to fuck with the dialogue.
Yeah, a little bit.
It really does.
Yeah.
A little bit. Was there a I've seen the movie a couple of times. I'm a little familiar with it. When you're in the cell and that door opens, and of course Luke is there in his little stormtrooper suit.
Yeah.
Is that what you're wearing? A little see-through? Do we actually see
Well,
a
I
little
don't
nip?
wear anything underneath.
And she
I think
explains that, too.
At one point,
Yeah,
the
I
light
do
hits
talk
it.
about their-
I think we see a little nip.
No, here's
a little
where
nip
to
through the
look
top.
for no bra. Right at the end.
Here's
It's
where to
going to
look.
help out every nerd.
Every nerd.
This will make all the
But at
sites.
the end of when Luke comes back and R2's all blown up and he's been in his big fight, and I come underneath the thing and I say it really badly, and it's horrible acting, and I hated saying this line at the time. I knew you weren't in it for the money. Okay, whatever leads up to that is bouncing breasts. And it looks really stupid. It sounds stupid, but there you go.
How?
That's the nerd shot right there.
If you
can
want to
you-
look for
That's the-
bouncing Leia breasts.
Can you tell the audience what Lucas said to you about...
There's no underwear in space. But then, by
actually had
the
to
way,
sit down
I
and
used to
tell
have it.
Carrie Fisher
He
that.
explained it. He said, when you go into space, you become weightless, right? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So far, so good.
Sure.
But then your body expands, but your bra doesn't. So you get strangled by your bra.
Did
So you
he
figure
use
they
this
could-
as a kid in
This was the
school?
logic.
George Lucas was a
when
dirty
I went
boy.
back to him and said, you did say that to me.
Because they could build a Death Star, but they can't build a bra that stretches with your tits in space.
I always have been saying they should have had a Princess Leia planet. You know, like one of the planets we could go get our hair done.
Right.
I mean, fuck, I can't put, that hairstyle every morning. Come on.
That
Very
is
funny
so
when you put that on, by the way, during
iconic.
the show.
Yes.
You
Oh
put
my
on
God.
the hair wig and just kind of.
Flattering, isn't it?
Yes, but you have a great sense of humor about it. Like a lot of people take their roles
Very
too
seriously.
seriously,
Right.
and you're like, yeah, you fuck with it and have fun with it.
But how could you take Princess Leia thing?
I know
mean,
the Danishes,
it was
they call
fun
them.
to do, and we had a really good time doing the movie. And I was a girl in an all male fantasy. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and I was a kid.
What's the question you get the most as far as Star Wars goes?
Did you
So we don't
know
say
it
it.
was going to be that big of a hit?
yeah.
Okay, thank God we didn't ask that.
Yeah, I did. I had a crystal ball,
Just
and I used to sit
knew.
around.
You knew
No.
sequels were coming. You knew years later
Everything.
there'd be prequels.
Yeah,
Everything.
I knew that. I could
remember
see
you
the
saying that.
merchandising.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm psychic.
How? What's the worst? Because I know fans probably ask you. You're one of those iconic figures. Sign.
Yeah.
What's the most annoying place someone has fucking stuck
they
something in
like-
your face?
Well, people have asked me to sign their flesh so they can have it tattooed.
Wow.
So that's happened a
hardcore.
lot. That just happened in Australia again.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so dumb, but I mean, it's like my thing
Should
is
write
like,
it really
why?
big.
Carrie, feelings on the Star Wars Christmas special.
It's the worst thing ever made.
Is it not the worst
But
thing
wait,
ever made?
it's so bad it's not even good. I mean,
No,
'cause
no.
I actually did a favor for George because I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
I said, I will do the voiceover on this, thing, on some Star Wars thing. If you get me the Christmas special, because I think he took the.
Oh, he pretty much
You
went out
wanted it.
single-handedly, punched
Oh,
people
come
in the
on.
face, and took
Art
it back.
Carney and the Death Star. Are
It
you
was
kidding?
great. Come on. Hey, how about B.
hilarious.
Arthur as the bartender?
Wait, come on. Wookiee Life Day. Okay.
Where they just spoke Wookiee for the first 10 minutes of this thing. You couldn't understand a word. There wasn't
I
subtitles.
got it though. He gave it to me. I gave a party so that we could watch it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're the best.
And it's not funny.
No,
I
there's
mean
not.
it's so bad. Okay, it's funny for a second. But then
Although
it keeps
Jefferson
going.
Starship singing in the
Awful.
little thing was fantastic.
Well, it's so bad.
I got it at one of those
See,
Comic-Con
that
things.
shows you he did not know it was going to be a hit.
Yes.
No one in their right mind
would have tainted the
Yes.
movie itself with that
That's
dreck.
right.
Garbage.
I thought Han Solo was good though when he goes. I mean, Harrison said yeah, you saved my skin more than a few times. I thought there was some good, powerful lines in there.
Like
In
that.
Wookiee, in the whatchamacallit?
Yeah, it's just very funny how.
Well, then I sang that song.
Yes,
Yep.
you did. Now, there was a rumor you had maybe imbibed a little alcohol beforehand or maybe some drugs before that.
There's always going to be those rumors, though, that I just was constantly staggering around. Mostly, I left my drug use for the weekend and after the shoot, because the dialogue you can't say sober. So I'm going to get loaded,
Yeah,
freeze
true.
up my mouth.
How's the partying these days?
I've used my coupon.